Lone Rectangle video. Today we're going to take a look at a Pokemon that I didn't expect that I would be able to showcase tonight, and it's going to be the Breaking Swipe version of Rayquaza. And if you're wondering, what the hell, how do I have this Pokemon? It's not supposed to be out yet. Yeah, I think it might only be the case, maybe it was actually planned, but like there were some issues for the current Hoeen tour in Las Vegas, and basically after the event ended, they released the Rayquaza in the raid with a new special move. And unlike those other Pokemon like the Kyogre and the Groudon, the special move for this Pokemon was not locked to only ticket holders. Like before, I also like joined raids from other people who sent me the Mega raids, which you also maybe saw on my channel. I made like 2 shorts for the new Primal raids actually there. For Kyogre and Groudon, you were not able to get either the energy or the special moves, but for this version there, for this Rayquaza here, you were able to get Breaking Swipe. And this was very nice, because Breaking Swipes is an insanely strong move. And you're going to see me as well here, by the way, on the side, most likely, maybe you saw it already. I was using to get this Pokemon to level 50, which you see here as well, which actually got pretty decent IVs, which I'm happy with, like 15, 13, 15, I'm totally fine with that one. I used not all of mine, but a lot of my rare XL candies that I basically gathered over the last year. Yeah, was it worth it? Most likely not, because we're going to get it in raids anyway soon. But I kind of just wanted to make this video right now. Honestly, like, I was so hyped for this Pokemon. I hope you're all hyped for the gameplay here right now, as this Pokemon going to slap. And the coolest thing is, nobody knows that this Pokemon is out. And the secret Pokemon going to destroy them all. Rashri, I'm gonna go down there. And if you think now, okay, yeah, Rayquaza most like not going to be the best Pokemon ever, because like, yeah, this Pokemon kinda sucks, it's very, very squishy, it doesn't really have the best stat product in general, and the moves itself are also not that crazy. Also, by the way, put an Elite TM on there for Hurricane. This is also a special move that you only get through Elite TM. You're wrong, this Pokemon is insane, and when this Pokemon comes available for like everybody, like I got lucky that I got so many invites, because I literally also wrote to a lot of people who went there that they should invite me. Like if it comes, like when it comes later on next week in open raids, you should definitely get this. This Pokemon was insane. I went a 9-1 win streak with this Pokemon, and I maybe actually could have won all the games as well, but my opponent played one really, really well. And also it's 5 AM in the morning for me right now, and I literally haven't slept for 24 hours, so it's going to be not the best gameplay always from me, but still I was pretty happy with it, and I'm also really pretty happy with this team here. This is a little bit risky because this team is very like frail against opponents' Metagross. This is definitely something that you have to keep in mind with this team here. But I was lucky and didn't encounter a single one. While I encounter here a boost from my opponent, which is kind of annoying. I will be able to knock them out with this Avalanche here. But this sadly allows them to farm me all the way down with their Excadrill, otherwise I will still go to another charge move here. Excadrill will not like the matchup against our Zacian, as we have access to the move Close Combat. We will be able to knock them out pretty easily here. And yeah, in general, if you're still watching this video and you enjoy that I used so many resources to get this Pokemon, and I'm literally still awake at 5 AM in the morning and have to commentate this stuff here right now, please leave a like on the video, please share it with your friends. It helps me out a lot. Please commentate, whatever, it's just fine. Here, this is the coolest thing about it. Breaking Swipe, you will be able to go ahead and get the attack debuff here. And if you didn't think that this is super important, you're wrong here. Let's see, Play Rough now doesn't knock me out anymore. And while this is so important, is like the opponent has a ton of energy. I still have my shield, that's why they don't throw anymore. I just barely get to the next charge move here. If I didn't debuff them with Breaking Swipe before, there was no way in hell for me to win this game, but thanks to the debuff there of this move, I was easily able to win this one, and that was just a nice one as well. Like, this was such a close match, just because Breaking Swipe debuffed the opponent's Fairy type there. It's just so cool. We see here the Giratina against us. We're going to shield up the move. This matchup is actually kind of interesting, because they go for the Shadow Ball, which makes this matchup not really that interesting, especially if they let the first move go through. But if they want to shield, Omnius Wind is always the same turns that you need for the Avalanche, but Omnius Wind, of course, is a horrific charge move there, especially after the nerf recently as well. So they really, like, it doesn't really help you. You're always going to win against Giratina with the Mammoth Spine in the lead. And that's, by the way, also how I wanted to play this team out here. if you think like, okay, this is a weird team, it's not really an ABB style team, it was also not supposed to be an ABB style team. I only really had like 5 minutes to think about a team, and I kind of want to use Mamoswine because this Pokemon is so neutral against a lot of Pokemon in general. In the Open Master League, Mamoswine does not really have a lot of hard walls. The biggest hard wall is definitely Kyogre, but other than this, there is not a lot that really destroys this Pokemon here. What I'm actually going to do here is, by the way, also undercharge. Like, it's literally 5 AM in the morning and I'm playing really good here actually, as I will be able to now give the opponent only one fast move farm and allowing me to farm them all the way down, as this is only a serve, and we will be able to win this game pretty easily now. But actually I played really well for it being at 5 AM in the morning, and I haven't stepped yet, so yeah. That's totally fine. We see Dialga in the lead. I think this might be the opponent that actually beat me, but I'm not sure. Let's see. We will be able to go for one bait here first, trying to get the shield from the opponent. Even if we get the damage, that's totally fine for me. Thing here is, I should went for the Avalanche, which was not the smartest decision to not go for that. I think they would have thrown anyway in time. The thing is, with the extra powder snow, you put them into range for one close combat from the Zacian, where it is not into the range before. They're always still going to outspeed you to one Iron Head, which you want to swap out, but yeah, exactly. This opponent did this play here that basically won them the game and cost me the game. They swapped into the Lugia perfectly at the perfect timing there for the close combat, and this basically wasted A, my energy, B, dropped my defense lower, forcing me to swap out here. I also somehow, I have no idea how, lost CMP here against the Lugia. I guess it's just a fake CMP and I lost somewhere half a turn or something, but I think that would have been a CMP tie, which would have been crucial because I would have been able to farm down easily. So that's kind of annoying here. It just doesn't really go to my plan right now. They still get to another move, which I didn't expect here either. So everything I do here really does not go well for me right now. I try to undercharge here again. Sadly not enough, but it's still going to be able to now go ahead, go for a charge move against the opponent. I think if the opponent didn't catch the move, I would have been able to win this one, because I have actually a pretty decent matchup against the Lugia with my own Zacian, and also my Dialga, I want to say, my Rayquaza in the back with breaking swipes would have had a great time against whatever they had in the back there with the Giratina. Giratina against the Rayquaza is a very good matchup for you. What is actually, interestingly enough, also a pretty decent matchup for you is actually still the Ho-Oh matchup against Mamoswine. This seems to be like a horrific one because you have an Ice type against a Fire type with Incinerate, but still, look at this, we will be able to get a shield advantage here or switch advantage. I bet they're gonna go for the shield advantage, like exactly me getting the shield advantage here, they're going to go for the shield. I will be able to go take this Sacred Fire, and the Sacred Fire gonna go ahead and go onto my Rayquaza now. As I'm going to shield up this move, it's going to be a Brave Bird, of course. I will be able to farm them all the way down, which is amazing, as we're going to see a Zacian coming in. What are we going to do here? We're going to go for one Hurricane, of course. Legacy move, most likely better than Ancient Power right now. Ancient Power is a strong move, but it doesn't really help you too much, I would say. Hurricane definitely came in clutch quite a few times, just the best neutral charge move to have. As we will see here, the opponent go ahead and go for one Play Rough, and we can go ahead and go for our own close combat to knock them hopefully out of here. Let's see, do they shield this move up? They do not. We see the opponent having a Dialga in the back, and now you're most likely going to think here, this game is over. I will not be able to reach a second close combat. Dialga Steel type against our normal Dragon type there with the Rayquaza, which already is at half health. There's nothing I can do here, right? You are wrong, because a Breaking Swipe is insane. I can tell you, this Pokemon is insane. We will see here that even a Dialga, we don't care. We just don't care. We just farm them down. They don't do enough damage to us. We don't care about them. We see a Giratina in the lead. Again, a very good lead for us. Again, we will be able to win this matchup all the time in the any equal shield scenario. I guess other than the zero shields here, I guess that is a smart decision by the opponent, because yeah, I would be able to, like, I don't think I would have been able to take the Shadow Ball there quite well, maybe still survive it, but I think I would have actually lost the zero shields there against them. But I guess the 1 and the 2 shields are pretty decent for you, as you only have to hit one charge move. We see the Zacian going to go ahead, go for one Play Rough there, and now it's going to be us against the wall, like with our back against the wall. We will see here the Excadrill coming in. I'm going to try to catch the Drill Run, didn't work out, and now we're going to have the Rayquaza against the Rock Slide spamming Excadrill here. As this Rock Slide going to come through, going to do some nice damage, going to knock me out now as well. And still, they have Excadrill, which we won't be able to farm down. They still have a Pokemon in the back, which has only a few HP left. But also, they're going to have the matchup now against the Zacian. We're going to go for a weird play here, because we kind of have to. We're kind of forced to do that. If we don't do this, my opponent has a way better chance of winning this game. I'm gonna go ahead and bait here with a Play Rough. This is something that you don't really want to do all the time. You have a Steel type, it's a move that takes more energy, but I cannot allow the opponent to take basically more damage against me with a Drill Run there. We're only debuffed, so I will be able to now survive there, and also because we farmed down the opponent anyway. This doesn't really matter either, because we will be able to just go ahead and completely destroy them with our Mamoswine. Mamoswine, honestly, a very good Pokemon as well. Next opponent, Dialga in the lead. Again, something I don't want to face really, because yeah, our team is pretty neutral against it. Our lead can do something against it, our Sayswap is pretty good actually against it, not gonna lie. And we will also have our Dialga, which you saw, our Rayquaza. I always say Rayquaza and Dialga wrongly. But our Rayquaza in the back, which of course still has access to the move Breaking Swipe, which has a lot of potential to knocking them out. Not from this range though, but they're gonna go for an Iron Head. And we see the Zacian coming in against us. I'm fine with that. I'm totally okay with that. I'm totally cool with that. I can just go ahead and go for some Play Rough damage. But again, we are not looking too good here right now. We're going to take this Wild Charge, which is actually kind of cool for us. We can go for the close combat here, trying to knock them out, hopefully. But they're going to shield this move up, which is even better, as I can go for another charge move. This is a CMP tie. I can hopefully knock them out now, and I do not, which doesn't matter. I'm going to let this move go through. Rayquaza is the chosen one here, basically. We will be able to farm all the way down. We're going to see most likely the Dialga coming back in here. It's going to be the Dialga. They're going to go ahead and have to take this charge move here. And what's even better is what they have in the back right now, which is going to be the Groudon. Groudon is completely walled by Rayquaza. First off, I had a different idea here, by the way, but they were too spammy for me now, because I thought I would be able to get to the Hurricane before they get to the next charge move. Turns out I'm wrong. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go for a double Breaking Swipe. What this means is I'm going to go for one here. I'm going to be able to go ahead and farm all the way down, and I hopefully can go for another one against the final Pokemon here. But actually, I'm going to troll ahead, and I'm going to go ahead, of course, go for the Hurricane, which is not super effective there, and also it's going to be, yeah, not really the best move to play there, but it's just funny because it knocks them out anyway. So, like, why do we care? If we can go for the big boom there, why not go for it? And next opponent, Zacian against us, fine for us. So we will be able to go ahead, shield up the move from the opponent. It's going to be the Play Rough here, as we will be able to go ahead and go for one swap into our own Zacian here. We tried to take the move there, but it didn't really work out too well. Wild Charge coming in. This is fine, we can go for one close combat here, and this hopefully going to be able to get the knockout. It will not get the knockout. We see the Ho-Oh coming in. This is going to be an awkward one. I'm going to be able to go for one Play Rough here in a perfect timing, but again, this is not going to look too good here. I will be able to go for one close combat still though, which is going to get them low, which is nice, and we will be able to go ahead and go for the Mamoswine. Mamoswine, we will be able to go for one charge move there, and this Avalanche is going to get shielded. I'm actually going to shield this move as well, I think, and I was surprised because I did not expect that they get to the next move in a one more fast move. I thought they needed two. So this was definitely not the correct shield, but what is correct is that the opponent is running Groudon in the back. And what this allows us, of course, is we can go for one Breaking Swipe, allowing us to get the attack drop, allowing us to farm them all the way down, and also going to be able to win us the game pretty easily as Fire Punch, or also the opponent's secondary move, Earthquake, here won't hit us at all. It's just a perfect wall for the opponent. We see the Ho-Oh coming in. We're going to go for 3 fast moves, go for the Breaking Swipe, and this Breaking Swipe going to break his neck, as we will be able to go ahead and go for another one here and win this game. Going on into the final match, and the final match is my favorite match. You're going to see it. It's wild. Like, it's actually completely wild. We see a very good lead for us. They're going to swap into the Zacian, very common, like, standard lineup so far. We will be able to go for one charge move here. Avalanche gonna come through, going to do some nice damage. I tried to catch the move, didn't work out. But what we did here, we put them into range for one close combat already, which is nice. Just saves us some energy here. But actually, they're sadly gonna get to their next charge move in time. We're going to have a CMP tie now. Play Rough gonna get shielded. They're going to most likely no-shield this. And they're actually gonna go ahead and go into their Zekrom. I try to be like smart and cheeky and not gonna go straight for the Play Rough, but to go for the bait first. Turns out I am not the smartest person here, because I will get called by that, but also I will be able to still get to another charge move here, which I guess is better than, as they have to block this. I tried to swap into my Mamoswine to knock them out in time. Turns out they just like to throw double resisted moves against me. I take that as well, thanks opponent. I always appreciate the ABMs from my opponent as well, especially if they are running Cobalion. This is not what I expected, but also we have Hurricane. That's what you might think here right now. Turns out I don't think Hurricane is the best option for me here. The best option is always what can debuff. The opponent cannot clear the debuff. They don't have any more Pokemon left other than this one. Allowing me to also catch the move here, which is kinda not really necessary. It's Sacred Sword. Sadly, it wasn't the Stone Edge. This was a Stone Edge here, so smart play by my opponent. Fair play there. But Breaking Swipe doesn't care. Breaking Swipe going to break them down here, and that's going to be it. Also, for this video, please leave a like. Like, this was a ton of effort. I used so many resources. I'm insanely tired because it's 5:30 now in the morning. Hope you enjoyed this. I see you in the next video, and hopefully we can even showcase more cool stuff for the new primal forms. Bye.